Howdy, folks. I saw this game, was watching this game, and just it's very interesting. So we're gonna take a look at it and we're gonna watch it. This is a low elo game. It doesn't end the way you might think. So in the red we have Oreophosphate, who at the time of this recording was around 190 elo, facing Kookaburra Cuckoo Ha 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 Ha, who is in the green and is playing as Persians. Oreophosphate is playing as the Khmer. So what I'm actually going to do here is we're just going to watch from Oreophosphate's perspective for a little while, once through the game, and then I'm going to go through Green's perspective very quickly because I don't understand what they were doing, so it might be interesting to take a look. So let's see. Into the game. We have nothing. We have the scout moving. Okay. This scout is going straight. Okay, no, I thought maybe they put on auto scout because it looked like it was headed straight for the corner. But, oh, okay. We got houses coming out. Scouts just there to guard the sheep. Oh, no, there it's off again. We're getting houses. Houses are important. You don't need them yet. You're not building villagers yet, but getting those houses out is good. Now, see, this looks like auto scout because that's about, I feel like that's as close to that corner as you could get, and then it's, I could be wrong. That looks like auto scout. Auto scout, I feel like it's good for players at this level because knowing how to scout properly and paying attention to that just takes so much time. Alright, we're getting loom. Opening loom is maybe not ideal. You generally want to open with villagers because you're not going to need loom in the beginning. If you're feeling uncomfortable with luring the boar, you can definitely get loom for the boar, but it just puts you a little bit behind. You can see, I mean, you're now 4 villagers behind your opponent at this point. That's also because your town center was idle for a little bit. But it didn't help that you brought loom, which takes another villager. But this player also is not aware of gather points. You can see the villagers appearing right here. Might be a good idea to set a gather point on these sheep. Oh, nope, they're going to wood. That's a little early to be going for wood. You usually want to have a good food economy because at some point you're going to run out of food and you're not going to be able to keep producing new villagers at the same rate. 6 on sheep is what's generally agreed for most civs as you can keep up. For some civs you need 5. But it doesn't seem like, you know, I feel like it's an accident, but I enjoy the fact that multiple goats are not being eaten at the same time. It's good. Still no gather points. We've got 3 on wood. You know, at this point, oh, no, now we're going 4 on wood. Okay. The scout has found this island. This is where stone. This is a volcano, I think. It's kind of an interesting map. Got berries, boar, some gold, some gold. There's no stone, though. I guess your stone is here and maybe here? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. This also looks a little bit like auto scout. No, not saying that's a bad thing. Just what it looks like to me. Still only... Actually, oh, there's 2 goats. They're actually keeping up on villager production. Well, okay, never mind. They would be if they were actually producing villagers. But it has caught up to their opponent. I'm guessing there was some idle time there as well. This is a lot on wood. If you're planning to go for like a hybrid approach, and I don't think that's possible here because I don't see anywhere you could dock, that would be kind of useful to get the fishing ships out, but I don't think that's possible on this map. I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot on wood. I would definitely put a couple more of those over to food. Maybe start sending them to berries because these sheep are going to run out. Start looking in these tiny little pockets. Oh, there you go. You found some sheep. Because your other sheep are maybe here. They're probably going to be up around here somewhere. And you want those sheep because you want to have people working on those, and they're going to run out real fast. Going to gold. This is something you would do if you were trying to open militia. Though for militia, you don't generally build a gold mining camp. You can just mine the 10 gold and send your villager back. I have a suspicion that is not what this player is doing because in order to do that, you would need a lot of food, and 3 on food is not enough. I am kind of curious to see where these next villagers go, though. This player plays Chimera a lot, so they are familiar with the bonuses. You don't need buildings to go up, and you can place your farms wherever you please, and the farmers will just the food just magically teleports to wherever it needs to go. It's pretty awesome. Okay, we're finally getting more on food. This is good. Where do those? Okay, the other two goats are in. Uh, okay, now this corner of the map, very critical to find this out. I don't understand these fish. If there's nowhere to dock, what's the point of the fish? Ambiance, maybe. Okay, so we're up to 5 on food. And now they're out of sheep. Oh no, they got one more. Okay. 5 is not terrible. Um, you're also not using your food fast enough for it to matter, so... Oh, there goes... Yay, we've got 6 if this villager was doing anything. Still a little heavy on wood, but it might be nice to go to berries at this point and start thinking about luring the boar. Because you want to be able to get up to feudal. And that huge amount of food that those boar have is going to be very useful for that. What? Oh no. This is not how you lure a boar. You don't need all these villagers. Normally you have a couple of them wait at the town center. Okay. That woman's gonna die. Alright, and at the same time, this is why they were distracted. They have to lure the other boar now. So this was not a great lure. They do recognize you want to bring the boar back into the town center. But they don't... You know, I'm just gonna say it's good. This looks good. You lured it. It's... Yeah, it's fine. You've got both boar. You're taking them with a lot of villagers, but you know, you don't need wood for a little while. So I would say this is completely fine. Still building villagers, which is good. I'm realizing actually that the sound is not showing up here from the game. Let's see if we can deal with that. Nothing. I don't think anything else is going to happen here for a minute. Yeah. I can't figure it out. It's alright. Anyway, we're sending villagers back to wood. It's not the terriblest idea. I want to maybe get 3 or 4 here. I'm still not completely sure. Like, if you want to open... What would you want to open? I guess this is Fast Castle? Sure. I mean, I know there's no real build here, but let's just pretend and imagine that this player magically learned how to do build orders. What build would they be going for? It's probably a Fast Castle at this point. And going up to feudal. You know, 12 minutes is not a terrible time for low elo, especially this low elo. What do these vills do? Okay, they're going to their berries. This is a lot of vills to have on berries. At this point, I would actually take more of these and put them to wood. Once your boars are finished, you want to start getting up to about 10 villagers on wood, so you can start having the wood in the next age to build stables, to build archer ranges, or if you're going Fast Castle, to build blacksmith market. And you need a lot more than 3. Though I guess Khmer don't need those buildings at all to go up. So if you are fast castling, maybe this is just fine. In that case, a fast castle, I would maybe want to see these vills going on the farms, because yeah, these berries are gonna run out. This is not enough to go castle age. You're gonna need more than this. Let's speed this up a little bit. This one villager's still picking away. It does not look like the enemy has taken their wood line, so that's interesting. Okay, up to feudal, and you know, getting the eco upgrades. I like it. We're getting double bit axe. Are we getting... No, we're not getting anything from the mill. That's fine. But I am curious to see... Oh, there's the 2 sheep. Those were completely missing. Alright, they're coming over to the mill. That's not the worst thing if you're going to take them at the mill. This is a drop-off point. Town watch coming in. Villagers. I like the fact that villagers are coming in. That's really good. This is interesting. Okay, so we've got 1 villager mining stone down here. Very cool. Very cool. Where are you going? You're going to mine stone over here. Okay, and you're going to mine... Okay, so this... We've got one villager mining gold from this pile, one villager going to be mining gold from this pile, one villager on stone here, another villager on stone here. It's like, I can't tell if this player is being like next level by saying I'm just going to make sure that I've got people in all these camps for when I need them, or if they actually think that only one villager can mine at a time. But that is not true. You would be... It wouldn't hurt efficiency much if this villager was here and the other villager had gone to stone here. Also, keep making villagers. Even if you're going to fast castle, you need to keep making villagers because... Oh, it took this sheep too. I can promise you that if you just idle your TC like this, it's gonna be worse. Okay, what do these villas do now? It's gonna be worse than if you were producing villagers and using up all your food that you want to go fast castle. Unless you're in a situation where your opponent's gone up to castle age and is harassing you and you really need to get up. You can see they're familiar with the Khmer farms. Hopefully, and this isn't just low elo farm placement, but this looks very deliberate. Like if they don't really care where they are. Using up a lot of that wood. The issue now is that you want a lot more on wood because 4 woodcutters is not going to be able to keep 9, 10 farms alive. Especially, oh no, they got horse color. And if actually researched, you can see there's a huge score gap here. At this point, it's actually scouting because red has scouted almost all of this map. Alright, still not producing villagers. Really, I think saving that food, and you can see the food start to trickle up. I'll speed up this a little bit. Yeah, their Khmer farming eco is ridiculous. Oh, and their house too. And see, you would have known that earlier if you'd been building villagers. But yeah, houses are great. In fact, maybe a house here and a house by these these mining camps might be great too, and maybe here because Khmer can garrison their houses, which is kind of useful if you suddenly get raided by, I don't know, Persian archers, except your opponent's still in Dark Age, so never mind. All right, we've got going up to Castle Age. You know, they're at some point, if they don't chop enough, these farms, well, they might not. They're all going to expire at the same time. So all of these farms, in very rapid succession, they're going to expire, and then there might not be enough wood. And there's definitely not going to be enough wood to redo all these farms and then do everything else you want. But this is a decent farming economy. You can see that food just coming in so quickly now. I mean, I know we aren't sped up, but it's coming in so fast. Alright, you're in Castle Age. Time to start building military. What do you do? Well, you know, heavy plow's not the worst idea. Bow saw, also a pretty good idea. We've got 1 new villager. Probably want to see a lot more of those. Bunch more. What? Okay, green has decided to mine red's gold. And take it away. And that's the game. Alright, so we're going to go back. And we're now going to watch this from green's perspective because we got some lessons for red. Green, I just don't even know what happened here. Starts out strong. Okay, I mean, they are building a house of 3 villagers. Not the end of the world, but they queued immediately. You probably want to take your sheep under the town center, but you're taking your sheep. Already 2 vills ahead of your opponent. It's not the worst. Okay, there the sheep go. That was interesting. Oh no. You might. I mean, I know this is inefficient, but still, you could finish this sheep first. 6 on sheep. This one's going to wood because, yeah. So you can see green not making good use of their scout. You definitely should have found your wood line by now. By the time this villager comes out, even on Arabia, even with crazy far wood lines, if you're scouting around your base, you should have found your wood line. I think it's literally right there, just a little bit further with your scout. And you're housed again. This is why we build 2 houses in the beginning, because that that first house doesn't last very long. Okay. Not totally sure what green is doing at this point. And you'll see a lot of moments like this where We're not completely sure what green is doing. You're not making vills. You've got vills queued, but you are housed. You're not scouting. It's like they had to go to the bathroom or something. I'm not completely sure. Okay, we've got a mill going up. Still housed, by the way. This is a problem. Okay, you've now. I don't know what the point of that was. So these two have been shift clicked. Now, important lesson here. You see how these houses are not being built. Well, they are going to finish this tree first. And then they're going to build the houses. So what you want to do in this situation, just click them somewhere off here, then shift click the houses. They'll move, then they'll build. This can be especially bad if they're on a gold mine, for instance, because they will mine through all 800 gold before they go build whatever you need to build. And then you're dying saying, oh my god, why is my barracks not up? Or why is my archery range not up? Well, that's why. 3 villagers not doing anything. They got put in the town center for some reason. Unclear why. Villagers are now being created into the town center. This feels like a misclick to me. It feels like green misclicked this and doesn't really know that it happened. You can barely see that wood line there. If you see this many trees together, that's a wood line. You should just assume that's a wood line. Otherwise, they usually look like this. Okay. 9 out of 13, 10 out of 13 of your eco is idle. Most of your eco is idle. Okay, they've all been sent to go here, and the scout is now scouting. We got, oh, wow, okay. We got a lot of waypoints set up here. Cool. Okay, so while that's happening, this is not an ideal house location. I also don't understand why these vills keep jumping in and out of the town center. It's not even the bell. But, okay, so we can see, I'm guessing green is just placing so many. Look at all that. There's so many waypoints for their scout. I'm guessing they're placing waypoints for their scout and not paying attention to anything. Place a couple. Come back, deal with your economy, because at this point now, if you build a lumber camp, you can go up to feudal, and that could be really important considering your opponent's been there. And you can kind of see that they're on wood. They're a little bit more together than you. So, you're out of berries. You've got enough food to go to feudal, though. Your entire eco's idle. You build farms. Now you have no wood. These guys, I'm guessing, were clicked to go to the tree and not to chop it. Because you can see they are not chopping the tree. But we've got farms. Not the best farms. Looks like they were placed in a hurry because green was focusing on some very important things and they could not take time for farm placement. More than half your economy is still idle. This is a big problem. This should probably be fixed. 3 of them are in the town center. You should be building more. You have so much food. Just so much. Alright, cool. He's like, yeah, my scout's chilling here. Dark Age scout, your opponent's going Castle Age. Completely normal. 7 villagers just chilling here. Oh, hey. We found the wood line. And we don't have... See, this is actually where you would want to go straggler trees. And here's the... You know, it almost seems like this was an accident. I really don't understand this. It really... I don't... Were they building something? Anyway, Kookaburra confuses me. But, you know, there were some things that could be improved, to say the least. So, hopefully that was interesting and entertaining. As always, I'll see you all next time.